Hey Twisters, LI Balloon Guy here, and since Christmas is upon us, today we're going to be starting our holiday balloon sculpting series. To kick off the series, we're going to be doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and we're going to be using the same body base that we used for our two-balloon dog. So if you're excited to learn this really adorable balloon sculpture, go ahead and grab your balloons, stretch out those fingers, because we're going to start twisting now. Alright guys, so for this balloon we're going to primarily need a brown and a blush 260. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. It's fairly easy, but there's a handful of ways to make it more unique and more advanced. But I'm also going to show you the easier ways to do it so you can kind of twist to your skill level. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to inflate our brown balloon with about a 5-inch tail and tie it off. Now, like I said, this is going to be pretty much the base that we use in our two-balloon dog video. So if you haven't watched that one yet, go ahead and watch that one because I'm going to fly through the base real quick since I've already covered it in a previous video. So we're going to make, to begin with, a 3-bubble roll through with our bubbles being about 3 inches in length. So we're going to make 2 bubbles, tie them together, twist a 3rd bubble, bring it down, and roll it through, giving us the muzzle of our reindeer. Now we're going to make a 3-inch bubble, a 1-inch ear twist, and another 3-inch bubble and lock it together like thusly. 3-inch bubble, 1-inch bubble that we're going to ear twist, and another 3-inch bubble that we bring down for his eyes and the top of his head. And the rest of this is just going to be our basic dog-shaped body. So we're going to twist off a small neck, 2 bubbles for legs, pull his the rest through the legs to lock it in place, twist off a small body, another leg, and with the rest of the tail, we're just going to roll it through his legs, once again, locking it in place. I know I went through that pretty quickly, but once again, we have covered this particular design in other videos, so go ahead and check those out if you need more of a slower paced version. The next thing we're going to cover is the antlers. So go ahead and grab a blush balloon and blow it up once again about 5-6 inches of tail on the end and tie it off. The first thing we need is a small, maybe like 2-inch bubble, a 1-inch bubble that we're going to ear twist, a 3 to 4-inch bubble, another ear twist, and then like a 4 to 5-inch bubble. Actually, that might be about closer to 6 inches. So this is going to be the design we're looking for. Small bubble ear twist, slightly larger bubble ear twist, slightly larger bubble. Now that we have that, this is going to be one of his antlers. We're going to just repeat this entire thing in reverse going back down the balloon. So go ahead and find the same exact length and twist this off. You can let this go now. We have a line or an indentation in here now, so we know it's pretty much where the twist should be, and we can just retwist it later on. We don't need to keep this twisted for the entire rest of this design. So go ahead and twist off that bubble. Now we're going to need an ear twist, slightly larger bubble. This is going to be our 3 to 4-inch bubble, an ear twist, and we're going to break off the rest of this and tie it off, leaving about 1 to 2 inches, and that's going to be, as you can see, we're pretty much a mirror image on both sides. Now we can go ahead and see where the indentation or the line is, where we had the twist originally, and split it so it's twisted once again. Now go ahead and grab your Rudolph base, and we're going to wrap the antlers right around this ear twist. Just shape it the way you want it. Ta-da! Looks pretty good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to give him a nose. Now for the nose, you can do this one of 3 ways. One, you can take a red balloon and snap off just an ear twist like we do for the two-balloon dog. Or you can, if you want it to make it look a bit more round, you can inflate a red 260 all the way and twist off a bubble on just the end. So you have that completely rounded shape. What I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be using a red round. This is a 5-inch Qualitex red round. I like to keep a large assortment of various colors of rounds in my apron at all times. This kind of gives me the creativity to make things as I see fit. So go ahead and tie off your red round or whatever it is you're going to be using. If you are using a red round, I suggest you tie it as close to the bubble as possible, leaving yourself plenty of tail. Now, when we attach this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the nose on the muzzle and figure out pretty much where I want it. I kind of want it on the front of the muzzle, not the back of the muzzle. So I'm going to take the round, I'm going to put it where I want, and I'm going to hold it in place as I take the tail and wrap it around where the eyes are going to go. And I'm also going to split the muzzle just a little bit and kind of roll it in between. That'll kind of get it to stay where I want it. Okay, and now we have Rudolph's nose. Now, once you have the antlers and the nose on your body, you can stop here if you wanted to. We could just take a Sharpie and draw in some eyes and give them some eyebrows, and we could call it a day. And honestly, if you are in a pinch for time, you can do that and you'll have a terrific balloon sculpture and nobody's going to think anything of it. If, though, you have the time and you really want to step it up a notch, what we can do is we can make his eyes look even better. So I'm going to take a white scrap balloon that I was using from a different video that I was just shooting, and I'm going to twist off a small bubble about 2 inches. We want it to be the same length as the eyes we already have, and we're going to twist off 2 bubbles in that size. So now that I have those 2 bubbles, I'm going to wrap the first twist around the base where his eyes are. I'm going to bring the nozzle up and around the ear twist, and I lost my twist. And I'm just going to twist this balloon up and around the ear twist. And I'm going to break off the rest. We don't need it. Once again, guys, I've said this a handful of times, I think. You're going to want to get used to breaking your balloons off and tying the rest off and saving it, because this really was not worth using an entire white balloon on it. In fact, if I was in a line twisting scenario where I was getting asked for a bunch of Rudolphs, I could use 1 white balloon and generate probably 4 to 5 sets of eyes and save myself that many balloons. So now that we've got the eyes on there, we could once again just take a Sharpie, draw on the eyes, and it would look better than having just drawn the eyes on the brown balloon. However, we can once again take this up a notch. Go ahead and grab yourself a black balloon. We're going to twist off 2 very, very small bubbles and ear twist them. Okay, and once again, this is something that could be done with a black strap if you've got one laying around from your other practice sessions. And we're going to go down quite a bit. We want to have a nice amount of tail on this. So go ahead and break off pretty far down the line so that we've got plenty of tail to use. I'm going to tie this off in case I need to use it for later. See? And I'm just going to tie this real quick. Just want to make sure this doesn't come undone. And now I've got 2 black little bubbles. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Rudolph, and I'm going to take this long tail. There's a reason I asked you to make it long, is I'm going to take this tail, I'm going to pull it through his eyes and through the back of his head and wrap it around the ear twist. So, in production, this looks like this. Just like that. So now, before I hand this off to a child, I'm just going to rearrange his parts and make sure that everything looks pretty much the way I want it. I know that once I give it to the kid within 5 seconds, everything's going to be kind of messed up anyway, but, you know, for me, I like to make sure like the nozzle is kind of tucked in. I don't want anybody seeing the nozzle. You got to remember, people are going to be taking pictures of your work and posting it on their Facebook pages. So you want to make sure that when you hand this off to somebody, it looks the way you want it to appear to the rest of the world. Alright guys, that's our video today. It was a nice, quick one, I think. I feel like this is a powerhouse of a balloon sculpture. You guys are going to get a lot of mileage out of this. There's a lot of ways you can make it as easy or as difficult as you want. One thing that I forgot to mention with the antlers, if you find that the antlers are a little bit too tough, you can cut out this this middle section and just do this bubble ear twist and then the long bubble. They'll have much shorter, kind of stubbier antlers, but I don't think anybody's really going to pick on you for it. We got a couple more weeks before Christmas, so I've got a couple more holiday-themed designs for you. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and comment down below if you like this. Let me know if there's anything particular that you'd like to see this holiday season. Otherwise, guys, this is the Long Island Balloon Guy signing off for the week. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.